What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna be installing my Delkevic exhaust. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Delkevic exhaust on my 24 GSX8R. Just got it today, so we're gonna go ahead and install it. I don't know if I have the right tools, but we'll give it a shot. So from what I'm seeing is that we gotta take all these clips right here on this panel, because we gotta open this up and we gotta get the side fairings out and then the underbelly fairings. So apparently it's an all-in-one, so should be pretty simple. Hopefully it's just some popping clips right here, and then I know there's some on the sides, so I'm gonna get to it. Alright, for this bolt right here, it's a 5mm square, well not square, octagon shaped one. And then the bottom one's also 5mm, I don't know what to call this. And then the top bolts right here is actually, I think this is a 4. So, and then everything else should be self-explanatory, and then you got these popping clips, and hopefully I can get this off. Alright, so when you guys are taking the clips off or popping the clips, right, there's like a plastic popping clip on there on the side right here, so you're going to be stuck right there, so make sure you take this off. Also, there's a secondary plastic clip underneath the belly. You want to get that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these popping clips and show you guys the rest, or basically what I run into, and I'll show you guys how to take this off. Alright guys, this side is done. So basically I thought I got all of the clips right, but when you have this on, there's a bolt right there, a black bolt, and then basically when you get this off, you want to pop it from the sides and then push this way, and they'll slide right out. And then don't forget to unhook the wires. Alright, let me get up. So basically all of this is in this box, and it's like taped and wrapped and everything. This is the muffler part. So it took me longer to unwrap all this compared to getting the fairings off. So good job Delkevic for really protecting this, because man, this box is kind of small. But anyways, so they marked it. Oh my god, this tape is so sticky. Anyways, they marked it, one right there, and you see another one, number 2, to determine which pipe is going to which pipe, I guess. So it should be easy. When you get this, you'll get all these hardware. This clamp, I guess, for the muffler part. I've already cut my muffler basically on the OEM one, so it's been straight pipe for a while, so I think it was time. So the fun part's getting all these bolts. Oh my god, this is such a tight space, but should be easy, hopefully. Okay, so the O2 sensor is a 17mm or open-end wrench, and then this is a number 6 square end bit. So we'll get that off, and we'll get going. I have a bad feeling about getting in the middle, but from what it looks like, we can just take this bolt off, and we can go from there and probably swing this. So there's 2 bolts, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna undo it from probably here, and then get like I don't know how it's gonna happen, bro. It's that pipe's right there, and I don't know how it's gonna be loose, or we're let's see, I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna update you guys how I'm gonna get this because this is really tough, because a lot of people said this is the hardest part. So we'll figure it out. All right, so what I basically did, I took this bolt out. It's a 10mm bolt that goes right there. I lost the bolt already, but it's a 10mm bolt right there, and then there's one on the other side. I disconnected this breather hose. Well, it's not a breather hose, it goes to the radiator, and basically it's loose, so I got a little bit of a slack, but we'll figure it out. We're getting there. Okay, another update. So basically I loosened this bolt right here, which goes to this bracket that supports the radiator or the cooling fan or whatever, and now you see that it's a lot better now, so I got more room over there, so now it should be a little bit easier to get to those bolts. So if I was you guys, take the 210s right here, the 110 over here, 110 in the other side, take this bottom 10 right here, and then loosen this enough to where it'll tilt, and then disconnect this hose, and it should be good, and you don't have to worry about any coolant coming out. Okay guys, so basically, so you know how there's this bolt right here, that bolt right there, there's a bolt right there. It's hard for me to see this thing right there. So there's a bolt right there, and people will say, oh, it's a bitch to get to, which it was. I'm not gonna lie. I even have a string because I don't know where my bungee cords are, so I got the string kind of like floating up, but I figured let me attach a small extension to this thing, and look at this, easy. People made it look so complicated online, and this is why I'm making this video, because I figured maybe there's a shorter way. There has to be a shorter way. So this isn't easy at all. Don't get me wrong, it's not easy. That's if you don't have the right tools. If you have the right tools with you, this is gonna be a piece of cake. So if I was you guys, like I said, disconnect this, let it hang, so you have space to get to the other bolts in the other side, and then you can get this side when you move over to this side, and then when you get to this last piece right there, this very bottom one, get a bungee cord, get this supported up a little bit, get an extension, and then boom, easy, and this is out. Boom, look at that. So that's really easy. Oh shit, I gotta get that O2 sensor out. So basically, you know, just get this supported a little bit, and then it should be good. And let's go ahead and put the new Delkevic exhaust. Alright, so I was just looking at this whole setup, right? So I figured the O2 sensor is going to be right there. Well, it's going to be like this. And then I was like 1 and 2. So basically, number 1, it's going to be the one on the left side, right? And then number 2, it's going to be on the right side. So if you're sitting on the bike, it should be how I'm saying it. So make sure you guys mark this up. The only reason I found this out, I was looking at that, and I was looking at this. I was like, all right, this should be easy. So this is gonna go on this side. Number 2 is gonna go on this side where my hand is. And then after that should be pretty self-explanatory. Alright guys, so I got everything all set up. This took a little longer because I lost one of the bolts for the header, but I found it. Anyways, so like I said, make sure you sag this and then use like an extension, and then go underneath right here and just kind of like, you know, it'll sag enough to where you can go in there. And a lot of people struggle with that, But also just make sure you sag this too, you know, like the radiator or the fan, cooling fan radiator. And then make sure everything is still kind of like hand tight while you're putting this pipe and all this right here, because you're gonna need this, you know, you're gonna need that slack. And then for this part right here, you're gonna have an issue of kind of getting the hole with this adapter pipe or the mid pipe or whatever. And then what I did was I loosened this a little bit, and then I was able to slide it to where it lined up. And everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and start the bike. Actually, I don't have the fucking keys, but I'm gonna go grab the key and then we're gonna go ahead and start the bike. All right, let's go ahead and start the bike with the Delkevic. I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start it. It's literally first start up. This is a cold start. Let's see how it sounds. Actually, hold on. I forgot something. Don't forget this. Nobody. That's not good, buddy. All right, don't forget this line. I started it up and then it was okay. But let's put this back together and then let's start it again, because that was kind of concerning. All right, so everything's all buttoned up. Make sure put this 10 here, and tighten this up a little bit, and then tighten the other 10 that's in the other side. And don't make a dumbass move like what I just did. Anyways, everything's tight. Let's go ahead and start the bike. Should be good now. So this is without the silencer. Took the silencer out. Be smoking a little bit because of the gasket sealer. Hell yeah. Damn, this thing actually really sounds good. I'm gonna put everything back together. But anyways, that's how you install a Delkevic exhaust, full system exhaust. Make sure you guys put this silicone exhaust sealant that they provided. Highly recommend. All you gotta really do is just put the sealant around here. Oh, that's hot. And then and some on the headers area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys like this video, because there's really not a step-by-step in a way to where it shows how you do it on a 8R. There's a lot of videos for the 8S, so hopefully you guys like it.